David, this feels like, you never know, but it feels like the last chapter of the Republican attempt to get rid of the Affordable Care Act.
I think that's right, Lawrence. I mean, that was the original big lie. They spent a decade essentially defined by the lie that somehow they were going to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. That's been replaced now by their effort to destroy our democracy. So they failed on, eliminating health care for millions. They're very much alive in their efforts to kill our democracy. And listen, wouldn't it be great over the next few months if we could say the Affordable Care Act is alive forever, and the filibuster as we know it is dead forever? That's kind of where we need to go as a country. But yeah, I mean, I think, listen, what was fascinating for me is, in the 2012 reelect, which is a while ago, that was really when the Affordable Care Act began to grow in popularity, because the reality of the benefits were available to people. It wasn't just theory. And I think you see enrollment numbers up. And so, again, I think the lesson there is, as you remember, Lawrence, there was a lot of Democrats, not many, but enough, after Ted Kennedy passed away, who said, we kind of need to give up on health care. And what if we had given up? We'd be sitting here 10 years from now with tens of millions of people without health care. A lot of people would have died. A lot of people would be a lot more sicker than they were. They'd be bankrupt. And so the lesson here is, when you've got the power, and the Democrats have it right now, you got to use it. You got to use it to the maximal amount you can to help as many people as you can, because you never know when that's going to change.
So, by the way, if you had given up, it's hard for me to think of what is the number 2 Obama administration domestic legislative achievement. I mean, this number 1 is so big and so important and so historic that I know that you guys pulled off more than that. But imagine what this legacy would be tonight without it.
Well, I have a list, of course, and I still think it'd be a strong legacy. But yeah, I mean, healthcare in this country reform in a major way that made healthcare available to just about everybody had eluded the country for 100 years. We obviously had Medicare and Medicaid, so that was, I think, President Obama, Senator Harry Reid, Nancy Pelosi back then, held everybody together and say, if we don't do it now, it could be 10, 20, 30 years before we have the opportunity. So whether it's infrastructure, tax reform changes, protecting democracy, immigration reform, and I'm more optimistic today than I was yesterday. I thought your prior discussion with your guests was super illuminating, because I think you can see a pathway now where maybe enough Senate Democrats say, okay, enough's enough. And on protecting our democracy, on some of these economic measures, on immigration reform, we can move forward.
Yeah. So what is the lesson from the passage of the Affordable Care Act in that tragic and dramatic moment? Senator Ted Kennedy died. And at that moment, the Democrats had, before he died, 60 Democrats in the Senate, 60 votes. He went down to 59. And it did look like all is lost. It looked just plain hopeless. But somehow it got done. What's the lesson that you take from that into the legislative struggles that are going on now, voting rights, infrastructure?
Well, Lawrence, you're a great student of history, so you know. So first of all, when you have an opportunity, when you have the power, it's going to be fleeting. Maybe it lasts a number of years and cycles, maybe it doesn't. So the things that you ran on that you think are important for the country, I tend to think when you do the right thing for the country, there's good politics to follow. But even if not, I'll never forget, I was not in the White House at the time, but I was in the Oval Office with President Obama the night that Scott Brown won that special election in Massachusetts. And we talked about healthcare. And this is going to sound like a West Wing episode, so forgive me, but it's true. He said, we didn't run in that campaign, last year in 2008 to occupy this office. We ran to do something with it. And I think enough Democrats back in 2009 and 2010 cast a lot of tough votes because they understood that. And that's what happens to happen now. But I will say, our democracy has never been in this much peril, Lawrence. So there's a whole bunch of things we need to do to make progress in this country. But this is existential. If you think that this Republican Party won't go to the most furthest extremes to hold on to power, to steal power, to deny voters their franchise, I don't know what you're watching. It's happening in front of our eyes right now. And so we have to find a way. And I think this effort by Joe Manchin today is incredibly constructive to provide a way to stop those that want to kill our democracy from doing so.